are now at the tracXon booth, and with me is Dr. Ashok Sridhar. Nice to talk to you here at LOPEC. Yesterday I saw a presentation of you that was quite fascinating, and maybe you can introduce our listeners and our audience to your company a bit.
Pleasure is all mine, Mr. Martin Hirschmann. Very nice to meet you. Indeed, tracXon, we are a spin-off from Holst Center TNO in Netherlands. We are 4 years old. We are a foundry for printed electronics and hybrid printed electronics. So what we have done so far is to co-design, co-develop, manufacture several products such as IoT devices, wearable devices, and LED foil-based devices. But now tracXon is actually slowly moving towards a hybrid business model because printed electronics is growing. More and more customers come to us and ask, hey Ashok, hey tracXon, can you manufacture this IoT device in millions, potentially in 2028, for example? Can you manufacture the patches in a roll-to-roll and supply every month multiple rolls? So there are more of these questions coming. That means tracXon will be the bottleneck because we are still a kind of a small company. We cannot take all these customers and supply to all these customers because they have all these requirements, different requirements. That's why we have created a unique business model where we combine our design and process know-how together with unique machines. One of the first machine we have developed is so-called VIA printer. So if you look at a PCB or a printed circuit board, an example is shown here. It has multiple layers and the layers are connected by vias that are metallized to connect layer 1 and layer 2 and so on and so forth. But in printed electronics, that's so far not possible in an industrial scale. But we have created that machine that can enable connecting circuitry on either side with conductive vias. So it can be just like a regular PCB. In fact, this circuitry is a replacement for what you see here. This is traditional, this is printed. Same functionality, much lighter, much more flexible, and a lot more sustainable. And we want to make the technology available for the broader industry. And that is what I spoke about yesterday also at my talk.
And here we have an application example, a potential example.
Yes.
That's a drone model.
Exactly. Of course, this is just a 3D printed drone model to show what is possible. And the same circuitry you saw over there, it's also here, right here. The idea is to show the potential and the possibilities. If you look at the circuitry closely, there are more than 100 components. There are accelerometers, gyroscopes, temperature sensor, humidity sensor. So all the things you might need in a drone to sense the performance of a drone. And if you look at the screen here, I will start to move the drone like this.
This is the side that every pilot knows.
Exactly.
The horizon.
Exactly, the horizon, indeed. And also you can see here, it's 0 now, but if I start to lift, you can see the value is changing because it's measuring the altitude. And if I take it out and blow into it, you will see the temperature value and the humidity value change. You can see that the humidity value went up already from 57% and then it's going back down. Temperature went from 23 to 24. So that shows how much sensing potential can be integrated with this hybrid printed electronics technology of tracXon. And all of these can be roll-to-roll manufactured.
And now we move over here.
Sure. That is actually, I will be a bit proudly announcing, this is probably the most complicated product prototype you will see in this show. What you see here is a mini LED display. It has 3 layers of very fine printed circuitry, and there are 25,000 mini LEDs integrated in that. And I will quickly bring a sample to hold. Just a second. This is the entire display. That's what you see there. It's less than 0.5 millimeter thick.
Okay.
And some of the lines here are 40 micrometers wide.
Perfect.
And the LED size is about 200 by 150 micrometers, and there are 25,000 of them. It shows that printed electronics and hybrid printed electronics can go to real complex products, and this can be actually integrated in your automotive glass windows as a sandwich between the glass laminates. So this is indeed the prototype we have developed for automotive applications.
Fascinating.
Thanks a lot.
You have lots of things to show.
Yes.
And people who want to find you at LOPEC can find you at booth number?
It's B0316. And of course, they are most welcome to visit tracXon. There is also a nice espresso machine here. And we have a nice video running as well to show our brand new roll-to-roll VIA printing machine. This is the machine that we are going to commercialize very soon. so others can also have the opportunity to create complex printed electronics.
Ashok, thank you so much for the insights.
Thanks a lot, Martin. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you. Huh?